So, I was watching a video that discussed basically cartoons of today, comparing them to cartoons from back in the day. And that got me thinking. When I was a kid, I grew up on cartoons like the Ninja Turtles, let's see what else. The Disney cartoons, Nickelodeon stuff like Nick Jr. had like the Little Bits and the Noozles. I grew up on those. Garfield, Heathcliff, Inspector Gadget. Didn't really watch too much of Ren and Stimpy. I didn't really care all that much for Ren and Stimpy, to be honest with you. Animaniacs, Tiny Toons, Pinky and the Brain, Freakazoid, all that stuff. But cartoons these days, I mean, shit like The Fabulous Adventures of Flapjack, or whatever the fuck it's called, or Total Drama Island, or what else is, what other stupid cartoons are out there? The Mighty Bee, I don't even know if that's on there. Even the Fairly Odd Parents, I didn't watch that shit. I mean, I love SpongeBob, and I love The Simpsons, and Family Guy, and South Park, and Aqua Teen Hunger Force, that show's brilliant. Or Robot Chicken, that show's fucking hilarious. That show's brilliant. But like, I can't watch, like, on the anime side, I can't watch Naruto, or you pronounce Naruto, or Bleach, which everyone seems to love. I just can't watch these shows. I mean, I watched Dragon Ball Z, and I mean, I loved that shit back in the day, which that wasn't that long ago, or Pokemon even. Oh my god, I realized how long ago Pokemon was and how old I actually was when I was watching that shit. Oh my god. But, and that show's still running, by the way. Pokemon is still on the air after like 10 fucking years. But, and now you got, I mean, shit from, that I remember from when I was a kid. All these they're all remaking all the same shit. And not even cartoons, like the toys, like the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. They have a new Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles show on, and they have the toys. I mean, G.I. Joe's still around, Star Wars, Care Bears, like all this shit I remember when I was a kid is still being fucking made. Oh my god. I probably had Care Bears back in the day. I don't remember. I probably did. Oh. But look at, I mean, what other shitty cartoons are there? Not kind of like some of the Adult Swim shit, like 12-Ounce Mouse I never watched. Oh, Oblongs, I love that show. That show should have lasted a lot longer. Or, it's not a cartoon, but I hate the Tim and Eric's Awesome Show. That show fucking blows. But I mean, then you got your Dora the Explorer preschool age shit. And What else? What else is there? Fucking. I mean, SpongeBob. That's like a cartoon that really is what largely is kind of like missing from cartoons. The kind of like stupid, wacky cartoon is kind of largely dead. Beyond like SpongeBob and a few others. I mean, now you got shows like Total Drama Island, shit like that. I mean, Chowder's probably in that kind of vein where it's just so ridiculous and funny. Chowder is probably one of the recent Cartoon Network shows, probably the only one of late that's been watchable. The last one I could think of was The Grim Adventures of Billy and Mandy, which was that show was funny. But I couldn't watch like Squirrel Boy and My Gym Partner's a Monkey and all that kind of crap, which thankfully they don't make anymore. Because those shows I think are like 3 or 4 seasons max. Whereas SpongeBob's been on for like 10 fucking years and shit. And and is it just me or are Saturday morning cartoons basically dead? Like, the concept of the Saturday morning cartoon is dead. NBC still has cartoons on, and UPN still does, or not UPN anymore. WGN still has cartoons on, but even like in the morning, on the weekdays, there's no more. Cartoons are basically gone from the major networks. Now you got the news or some infomercial about some exercise product or the 700 Club. The last holdout for this was UPN, which showed things like Sonic Underground, which wasn't that good, or Mummies Alive, which like I remember that show from like sort of back in the day. It was like at the same time around like when Beast Wars and the X-Men was on back in the day, which I actually watched a lot of. That was like back in the day, and that was like, well, not really. That was like back in the mid-90s, at least the mid-90s. But oh man, Nickelodeon nowadays is all these live action shows like Drake and Josh, or what the fuck? I can't even remember the name of it now. iCarly. Ugh. These fucking Hannah Montana type shows. These shit. The next generation of kids are going to be fucked up because of the shit like this. And the other thing is like the Disney Channel shows. You know what? I never really watch a whole lot of the Disney Channel shows. Hercules, I watched that, and I watched Recess and Pepper Ann, those like old shows. They still show reruns of Recess on like the Disney Channel. But I never really watched a lot of those Disney Channel shows. Like even back in the day, like DuckTales and Tailspin and Darkwing Duck, I didn't really watch. I don't really remember. I watched a bit of Tailspin and Darkwing Duck actually back in the day. A little bit of Gargoyles, which everybody seems to love. And that's about it. Oh, another thing. I heard that there's an anime show called Samurai Pizza Cats, that's the English name for it, was going to be on DVD, and that never happened. But that show is funny. I'm gonna cut this off now because I have to go take a shit.